That was beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I'm grateful that you sang that. I'm grateful most of the time about just about everything. It has taken a long time to get to that point where I can say that. Does that mean I don't have sorrows anymore? Not at all. Does that mean I don't have regrets or that I wouldn't choose to do things differently if I could go back in time? Sometimes, maybe, I would choose differently. But through it all, I maintain an attitude of gratitude. Why? Because gratitude affirms the positive. No matter what is going on in our lives, there's a pony in there somewhere, and you've got to find it. It takes recontextualizing, reframing what I am experiencing. If I'm experiencing something that I don't like, a negative experience, if I get angry over this, that, or the other, I stop and remind myself that I can feel, that I can be 100% a human being with its whole range of reactions. And I'm not a bad person if I get angry about something. The opportunity is, what am I going to do with it? You know, what am I going to do with it? Throwing things never helps. You lose a lot of good stuff that way. Screaming might help, as long as the neighbors don't come running over and call an ambulance. What do you do with your energy? I have found that every situation in life is an opportunity for something. An opportunity for something. So as I thought about gratitude, we all know about gratitude, counting our blessings and being grateful for what we have and being generous with what we have. Do you know that people who are grateful, who practice consciously being grateful, give 20% more than people who just ordinary days? There are a lot of statistics on gratitude, and I don't know what studies, who they were, that came up with all this. But 20% greater giving is one of them. Connections to your community. People who are grateful have deeper connections to their local community, whether it's volunteering or just having fun with your neighbors, you know. Whatever it is, there is a caring that takes place. And here's an interesting statistic. Teenagers who practice gratitude are 10% less likely to take up smoking. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, well, there's a whole list of these little eye-popping things. Let's see, what else? People who are grateful have 13% fewer fights. And they have more satisfying relationships, and they are more liked than just the average person. People truly gravitate toward positive people, and positive people are grateful. There are two main components about practicing gratitude, and I'm talking conscious gratitude. I'm not talking about waiting for something to come along you didn't expect, and you go, oh, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. No, I'm talking about being grateful. for the ordinary stuff, right? The ordinary stuff. And even more advanced practice of gratitude is being grateful for the stuff that hurts. I'm grateful for that boyfriend who dumped me. I wasn't at the time, but that allowed me to learn, move on, and have a healthier, happier relationship than previously. I'm happy for being fired. That was a hard one. You know, what a shock. What a shock. But had that not happened, I wouldn't be standing here. And yes, that happened. That happened. Looking back, everything in life that's come my way has shown up to bless me. And for that, I'm grateful. John, when he was speaking last Sunday, I wasn't in the room, but I was, because I was live streaming. He said something that struck me that I wanted to reiterate. Things may not be all right, but I know I'll be all right. Spot on, John. Thank you. And for that, I'm grateful. So when I look at my life, I'm thinking, well, I'm grateful I finally have a piano. And I'm grateful I can make the payments so far. I can start naming all the little stuff, but then I go deeper. I have to go deeper. I am grateful that I was born in the United States of America. I am grateful for the color of my skin, that I don't have to fight some of those battles that people fight for no good reason. I am grateful for the privileges I inherited. A free education, which helped me to change my perception about the world and the people who live in it. I wasn't confined to my little neighborhood. My mind was opened. I am grateful that my grandmother saw to it that I went to Sunday school every Sunday morning. I looked forward to it. I think I was born to do what I do. Anyway, I'm grateful that at a very early age, I was taught spiritual principles. Maybe not in the same way that Unity teaches them, but they were foundational. And they steered me on the right path. The right path, making the right decisions. I wasn't in the store shoplifting like some of my friends, because I knew better. I knew better. So what are you grateful for? Really think about it. We can all say, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my kids, I'm grateful for my spouse, my husband, my wife, I'm grateful for music in my life, I'm grateful. And then really take a look at your life. Are you grateful for the opportunities you said yes to? Because our experiences arise out of our yeses. Out of our yeses. Two primary components to living a life of gratitude. One is what we are grateful for, we affirm. And what we appreciate, appreciates. So the more we are grateful for what we have, the more that multiplies. That's just spiritual principle. And the second component of that is knowing where it came from. And we can all say, oh, it came from God. I mean specifically. Specifically. I could say, I love you all, and that would be true. But I can specifically say, I love you because. Stephanie, every time I turned around, she was schlepping my bag for me, and it was heavy. There were a lot of shoes in that bag, let me tell you. And she just did that to be of service. And for that, I'm grateful. And my back is grateful. Be specific when you acknowledge people. It means the world to be seen. To be seen for who you are. Share your gratitudes freely. They're free. Share them freely. And share them innocently. We all are at the age we know ingratiating ourselves gets us nowhere. It's a lot of work. And it never, ever works out the way we think. Okay. The source of our good. It is the divine presence. When somebody does something for you that's very meaningful, remember, they are the presence of God. They are the presence of God with skin on. So it is the divine presence loving you and serving you all the time. And I can look around this room and see people that I can specifically say, thank you. Thank you for my boots, Tom. Okay. I'm grateful I know when to shut up.